Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. My name is Graham, and today we're going to be talking about the Hot Toys Green Goblin upgraded suit that was just announced last night. It finally came. We all knew it was coming. They had to do this figure. They finally did. So this morning, I want to take a look at it with you first. And I gotta say, the first thing that stands out to me is obviously the Green Goblin head sculpt. That's probably why it took so long for this thing to come out after the movie, is because they had to make sure they got the head sculpt done, but they also had to make sure they got this head sculpt right. If you all know Willem Dafoe out there, you know, he's got one of those unique faces, and if you don't get it just right, it's just not gonna work. So I think they nailed it. I think the facial expression is great. You know, the teeth look good. I think the hair looks good. The sculpted hair. Hot Toys is doing really good things with their sculpted hair these days. A lot better than, like, say, 10 years ago. So big improvements there. Look at the skin texture, the skin color. It looks phenomenal. I know this is a prototype, and things might change, you know, when the figure is actually released. It might be a little bit softer. Typically that stuff does happen, but nonetheless, this looks great. The glider is going to be the same glider that was announced with the Green Goblin figure previously. The main difference is going to be it's going to be like a battle damage suit. You're getting the portrait of the Green Goblin. I love the goggles with the hood here. If I get this figure, as good as the head sculpt is, I think I do have to pose him like this. It's just that hobo Green Goblin look. It just looks great. So the glider, you know, features and articulates. It functions. It lights up. So again, that's all the same. It's a great looking glider. A lot of detail to it. Obviously, it does come with this, whereas the first version had a just the figure and then a deluxe that had the glider. But you can see this is, as opposed to the head sculpt, this is my second favorite part of the figure, is the rips in the outfit itself. You can see, like, just the battle damage, all the detail in the suit. I love how, like, you can just see it's like it's ripped off and it's cut up and it's just, you know, gone through hell and back. So it's a really great looking figure. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. I like Spider-Man, but I'm not like the big collector. But damn, guys, this is the figure I thought if I were to get a villain from Spider-Man No Way Home, this would be it. And, you know, I'm still on the fence. This thing looks amazing. I might have to pull the trigger. I mean, William Dafoe is a great actor. This head sculpt looks great. It does have single eye rolling system, so you can move each eye individually. The belt looks great. It's just, I can't get over the detail in the suit itself. Like, I know the previous suit was detailed, but to me this one seems just to blow that one out of the water, and it's probably because it does have the battle damage to it. But it looks like the figure is going to articulate just fine. That I don't know if this is going to be of like a rubber suit, but it doesn't look like we'll have any problems, but there might be some bends and folds that over time, you know, still could damage that suit. So that is just something to kind of keep your eyes out for. But, you know, having him on the glider, this looks like such a fun figure to have. His hood is all tattered and ripped, and you know, here you can see it again. It looks like on the picture on the right, you can see how the hood folds. It looks like it's going to have a wire in it, so that'll be nice too. You're going to be able to kind of mold it around the head. It's tough. I mean, how do you pose this guy? Pose him with, you know, like this with the goggles, or, you know, do you show off that head sculpt? I don't think you can go wrong either way. So I think this is going to be a great looking figure to add to anybody's collection. I love the expression too, because, you know, for most figures, it's like we want to have that neutral facial expression because we don't want it over the top. But again, with Willem Dafoe and his unique presence and the character itself and how it looks, I think this is a great choice of facial expression as well. So it makes the figure that much more fun, and it stands out that much more as well. Again, it says highly accurate, upgraded suit with fine details. You know, in the bends and everything, I don't see a whole lot of like folding going on. You can see in the crotch there, it looks pretty good, but I still think this is going to be somewhat like a Spider-Man suit. Like, it makes me think of the Iron Spider suit, just kind of like a thicker material. But I love how this thing looks. I love the green. I love the color concept here. The green and the purple look great. The William Dafoe head sculpt is on point. So not sure if there's there's much more to say. I know we're still waiting for the updated Doc Ock. And, I think after seeing this portrait here, I think they're going to do good things with that too. And they even said that they were going to be working on it. So, and Spider-Man No Way Home, I know there's a lot of Spider-Man fans out there, and No Way Home was well received. It's a very popular movie, so I think this one's going to sell really well. The only question is, were people impatient, and did they pre-order the first version? I mean, I think we all knew this was coming out, but I know how it goes with, well, I got to pre-order it and make sure I get something. So I wonder if, this is kind of Hot Toys tactics where they get one of the figures out, they wait a while, let you pre-order it, and then all of a sudden they roll this guy out, and now people are like, well, damn, I'd rather have this one than that one. Do I cancel my pre-order? Do I get both? So either way, it's a good move by Hot Toys, just waiting a little bit, making sure they get the figure right, and then announcing them, especially after they announced a similar figure before. But if I had to choose one or the other, this is definitely going to be the one that I would get. Has a lot of presence, has a lot of unique characteristics to it. I love the head sculpt. I love the hood. I love the hobo look. I love the battle damage. I just love too how like the suit's ripped up and it's like an actual battle damage. It's not like just plastic pieces painted. It's like the suit is actually ripped up. So that is pretty cool. So, even if you do have it into posing, dynamic poses for a while and it starts to get bent up or creased or everything, are you really going to notice? Because look at this thing. It's all tattered anyways, and look at that pose too. It just looks great. So comparing this one with the original release here, though, I guess the one thing, though, we should note is this one doesn't come with the Green Goblin helmet or mask. So, there is still a reason to get that first one. And I think you got to kind of ask yourself which one you want. Do you want that classic Green Goblin look, or do you want this kind of hobo look with the William Dafoe head sculpt? The other thing is that price on the standard Green Goblin with the glider is going to be $375. So I gotta think with battle damage and a portrait, we gotta be looking at probably upwards of over $400. I'm gonna guess $400 to $425 on this figure when the price is up on Sideshow. That is pretty hefty, but you do get the glider, which is a pretty big part of it and why it's going to be expensive. And I think it will still sell because people love this character, they love this movie, and they love Spider-Man. So that's my guess here. We'll just have to kind of wait until it's up on Sideshow. But let me know what your thoughts are. I want to get this video out now because I'm not going to be able to stream until Tuesday. So by then, it's going to be old news. And just wanted to give you my thoughts. Let me know in the comments below if you think this is something you're going to pick up. And what your thoughts are too. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already, drop a like on this video. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to the channel, be a part of the watch. We are on our way to 3,000 subscribers. And ring that bell so you don't miss any new content coming your way. Alright guys, until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.